What is the word of the day, BG? I don't know what the word of the day is. The word of the day is peace. Now in Scotland, peace means your jilly sandwich, which is your lunch. When people go to work, they bring their peace with them. The peace out the cupboard. A long time ago in Scotland in the old days, mother would make oatmeal in the drawer. This is real. She'd make oatmeal in the drawer, let it dry, and cut it into slices for the breakfast or for the peace. So people would say, "Didn't you forget your peace out the drawer?" So welcome to the show. We're located in Montreal in the West Island of St. Anne de Bellevue. And it is officially summer. And it's also Friday. Got myself a kind of iron brew today. Playing the bass guitar on the internet must entertain strangers for free. Gotta work harder. What do you think, Pat? Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Where is the trouble, baby? You know it's you I hate to lose. Well, nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, I lost my underwear. Where is the troubles, baby? You're damn right, I've had my share. I pack my suitcase, move a little further up the line. Pack my suitcase, move a little further up the line. Ain't nobody there worrying, ain't nobody crying. Welcome to Monica and the real Dan Alexander and Nathan B and Diagnosis Settings and everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Bass Guy Show. We're gonna have Frankie McDonald on. Frankie McDonald's on very soon. About 15 minutes he'll be on my show, and we can all talk to him using the internet and Skypes. Oh, looks like we might get rain tomorrow for Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. Get your raincoat. Somewhere over the rainbow, dreams do come true. If a bluebird can sing, oh, I can. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all okay. You're watching the Bass Guy Show. I'm gonna finish up this jam and then talk to Frankie McDonald with the weather, about the weather. Please feel free to grab yourself an iron brew from the fridge. Brian got everybody iron brews today, so I broke my microphone, so we're improvising today. Let's see what happens. Put the microphone sideways. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Bass Guy Show. We have a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes, and we're wearing sunglasses at night. All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. We're streaming from Montreal, Canada. It's about 30 degrees here. One of my computers just screwed up, so I'm gonna go fix it. Why don't we just turn down the music here, and I'll go fix the computer. You guys hang out in the cafe for a second. I got a little problem here. And the problem is called Larry, so please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Let's hear it for Nathan B. Nathan B. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very special announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the one and the only internet sensation that everybody's waiting for. Frankie McDonald! Frankie McDonald! So ask Frankie McDonald any question you want on the chat board. And Frankie, keep an eye on the chat board too, because I always miss the comments. We have Mo Man here. Do you know Mo Man?
Yeah.
So Mo Man is, let me try and see the comments. My eyes hurt. Did I miss the Iron Brew? So we have Iron Brew. What's your favorite soda drink, Frankie?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Well, I'm holding here a can of Iron Brew, and this comes from Scotland. And I'm having trouble with Skype here. Oh yeah, you're on the front cam's here. So we have Iron Brew, and it's kind of like an orange drink, and it tastes like, I don't know, what does it taste like, Brian? Frankie, what did you have for lunch today?
I had East Mario's Pizza at the Mayflower Mall today.
Amazing. Hey, Frankie, sick shirt. Moman likes your shirt. Holy moly, it's actually Frankie. Is it really you, Frankie, or is it imposter?
I'm a real Frankie McDonald.
The real Frankie McDonald. I hate to break this to you, Frankie, but you got like 5 grasshoppers on your left foot.
I don't see 5 grasshoppers on my left foot at all.
Oh, man. Frankie was stealing Wi-Fi at the Chill Zone again yesterday, says...
Yes, it's not true.
That's BYB Podcast. Who's that?
That those guys that go on Compound Media and things like this. They listen to Compound Media Podcast. I told them it's not true.
It's not funny. There, I fixed it for you, Frankie. Yes, BJ, you are pretty big in Nova Scotia. So, hey, we're a big deal in Nova Scotia, but we're also a pretty big deal in Slovakia. What do you know about Slovakia, Frank?
That used to be a Czechoslovakia a long time ago.
Hey, everybody has to go out and order Frankie McDonald bobbleheads and action figures and books, right?
Yes.
Where can they get your stuff?
Amazon.
Perfect.
And you get a Cowboy Frankie McDonald bobblehead on National Bobblehead Hall of Fame website.
Okay. So I'm looking at all... I'm gonna relax now, and I'm looking at all the comments, Frankie. Frankie, what kind of movies have you watched recently?
Super Mario Brothers movie, that's one of them. And I saw another movie called Creed 3.
I was researching This Day Today, and This Day Today Sonic the Hedgehog came out, and they said it was the video game that started the video game franchise. But I think it was Mario Brothers that started it.
It's Mario Brothers, Nintendo.
I remember Pong. I had Pong when I was a kid. I actually have a picture here I can show you, Frankie and everybody. Oh, no, I don't have it. Never mind. So it is January. Is it January? No, it's June, right?
It's June.
It's June, and this is episode 1562. And I've got the wrong date there, so let me fix it. So while I fix this, Frankie, tell the people who you are who don't know you.
I'm Frank McDonald. I'm the guy that does the weather reports and things like this. I was born in 1984. I used to swing on the swings when I was a little kid and things like this. I went swimming and things like this. I went for bike riding when I was a little kid. I graduated in 2004 from City Academy.
Frank McDonald, Sr. Your dad is here. What do you want to say to your dad?
Hi to my father. I'm doing great so far. You're doing great so far, my dad.
That's amazing. Everybody go check out Frank McDonald's music. Where can they find it, Frankie?
SoundCloud Mystic Mist.
SoundCloud. Wait, I'll do a bit for you. Ladies and gentlemen, only on SoundCloud, the father of international famous Frankie McDonald. Frank McDonald on SoundCloud. What's the address again?
SoundCloud Mystic Mist.
Explain to the viewers who Sky of the Universe is and what he does, Frankie.
He first met Frank McDonald online back in 2009 before I did severe earthquake warning for California in September 2010.
Moman says it just went mute for a second, so thank you. Frank McDonald, I hope you're having a good day. Monica, too.
I'm having a great day, too.
You're having a great day. We have Monica here too. You want to say anything to Monica?
Hi, Monica. I'm doing great so far. I had a great day at work. Monica and the cowboy Frank Del Bobblehead's on his way to Bonaventure, Quebec from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I met Monica and Frank MacDonald and Frankie MacDonald at the Mayflower Mall. It's a really beautiful place where you live, Sydney, Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
Frankie. So what have you been up to, Frankie?
I've been doing great so far. And I was on Joey Only Show last night.
Awesome. And I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you yesterday. I've just been really busy. Everything's broken and trying to fix it. What's tomorrow, Frankie?
St. Jean Baptiste Day, Quebec's holiday.
That's right. We have Quebec Day, basically. You know how you have America Independence Day and Canada Day? Well, tomorrow is Saint Jean Baptiste Day, which means Quebec Day. And they're putting on a huge festivity here in St. Anne's, and they're going to have members of the group Harmonium, very, very famous Quebecois band from the 70s, like hippie, funk, amazing music. And some of the guys are going to be playing. But there's supposed to be a huge thunderstorm tomorrow. Do you know about that, Frankie? Can you check it up for me?
It's going to be really, really bad. Then it's going to rain for the next few days in Montreal.
Well, we actually need the water because what's happening with the forest fires right now, Frankie?
It's burning right now in Montreal. They're going to spark more fires in British Columbia next week.
Give me 5 seconds here, Frankie.
Hey, everybody. I'm doing good so far. Here I am. I'm having a great day. I'm doing really well these days. I'm having a great day.
Now, that video you sent me of you in the bar saying you're having a great day, is that the same bar you sent Gajen and I to have the turnover pizza?
And you went to Henry Street Pub in 2018, and I was at Dooley's.
That's right. I got to meet Frankie. Monica took that photograph. We had a great time. Your dad is really cool,
That's
too.
Steel City in Nova Scotia.
That's Steel City?
Yes.
So you're working at the Mayflower Mall today. Was there any problems? Did everything go smooth?
I was just cleaning floors and things like this.
How busy was it? A lot of people?
Not that many people at the mall today.
That's amazing. You love your job, don't you?
Yeah.
It's every Friday. You just work Fridays, and it gives you something to discipline yourself with. That's great. Nelson Peabody isn't doing great so far.
Nelson Peabody, he's doing great.
Oh, don't make a silly joke about people who are suffering. Anyways, I'm not going to control the internet. What's the internet like, Frankie?
It's a different story. I don't like grass fires at all. I don't sink submarines.
Larry's doing a little bit of, this moving fan that I have here? This camera is just on a fan of, those fans that rotate? I just attached my webcam to the rotating fan, and I saved $3.5 million doing that. Frankie, okay, I heard that Indonesia has forest fires now, and Mexico has 42 degrees sea weather, right?
It was really, really, really hot in the desert part of Mexico.
Yeah, and Mexico is so hot that the transformers and power lines were blowing up, some of them.
Same with Texas and things like this.
Hey, that's cool. We have Frank MacDonald saying, "Hey, bass guy, hope you're having a great day too." I'm having a great time today, Frankie.
I'm having a great time today.
I dedicate my entire life and energy to entertaining strangers for free. Frankie, this December, I have 2 holidays. This July 1st, Canada Day, is 10 years of me living in this little tiny apartment, 1-room apartment, and I love it here. 10 years. And then on December...
They don't celebrate Canada Day in Quebec.
No, they do. We all celebrate each other's things. I think we should be celebrating more Indigenous. It was Indigenous Day the other day. They were here first. If you want to protect language, maybe protect the Mohawk Nation here in the West Island of Montreal. We have diagnostic settings. Do you know him, Frankie, or her? Is there fires where Frankie lives?
No fires.
Sometimes people are pulling your leg, it seems, Frankie. Hey, Frankie, you have the Eiffel Tower on your leg.
I don't see Eiffel Tower on both my legs.
Frankie.
Nice to meet you. I'm doing great so far.
Me too. But
what's the weather?
You don't have switch on camera.
No, you can't see me, but they can see me. So. What's the weather like in Slovakia today?
I will tell you, we've got 21.6 degrees Celsius, 21.6. It was like 26. We have very similar weather to your to Quebec weather.
Okay, I don't have the picture perfect, but I'm just going to leave it and go with it. Frankie McDonald, Nova Scotia. And we have Pat
Hello,
from Sky
guys.
of the Universe. How's it going, Pat? Okay, so Pat, let
Hi,
us know
guys. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm just saying a very quick hello. I'm here at my workplace, but I just wanted to say hi to the whole base gang, and I'll hopefully be able to do a longer call with you guys next week or something. I'm here at work, but it's awesome, man. Good to be here. I've got to quickly return to work, but love you all. Support Jack, everybody. He works really hard. Please, he's an amazing musician.
BG is back. So you were talking. I could see on TV said that you were talking to Pat. He was online.
Yes, Sky of the Universe just
Pat.
came on for a quick message. He bumped you guys off. It was my fault. And he just said hi and hopes that you both have a great day.
Yes, because he had to be quick because he didn't have time.
But he's here in the chat room with us right now. And he's saying, Larry,
Perfect.
thank you guys. Someday I will do a longer call, he says.
Yes.
That means Jason Marshall could be a guest on Bass Guy Show one day.
For sure.
But
I'm still trying to get the whole show together. But Stefan, let me know what are you up to these days? How's life and stuff?
I'm curious. I've got staphylococcus. I got staphylococcus. I'm coughing and I had I have to blow my nose, but it's getting better. I am taking second dose of antibiotics, so hopefully I will cure the staphylococcus because it's not pleasant situation that I am coughing and I don't like that. I like to be healthy again. So and. I'm basically writing a lot of messages to support Ukrainians. You know what I mean? Yes, I think they would forbid them in Russia because Putin is very stupid person. He would probably do that. He would forbid Facebook in Russia. So good that they left because he would do it himself, Putin.
And what's happening with forest fires? Do you have fires in Slovakia, Stefan?
I told when you were with Pat, we were talking with Frankie, and I told Frankie that we've got some thunderstorms and we don't have very big droughts, so it's perfect situation when everything blooms and everything is green and we don't have very dry weather, so that's perfect. No, so far no forest, and I hope that it will stay this way. I hope it will stay this way.
And Frankie, did you have forest fires at some point?
Western Nova Scotia back in May.
So yeah, I have a sound button that captures the desktop, and it's on like 18 different levels. And if I click one button wrong, the focus is hard to do everything because I'm alone here. So that's why I can't have lots and lots of people that I don't know all at once. The show will mess up. Frankie,
Yeah, well, that would be mixed up.
In all the Middle East is enemies of Canada now.
what about the forest fires? What's happening in Mexico with the weather again?
It's really, really bad because people are corrupted there. People in Central America, people in South America are corrupted. People in Russia, China, Middle East, Africa.
Imagine if we could all love each other. Hey, when I was a kid, there was about 35 what was it? So when I was a kid, there was about 4 billion people. Now I'm almost 50, and there's 8 billion. The population has doubled in my lifetime, and Stefan too.
Yes, and there will be even more, I guess. There will be even more people.
A lot of movies. I found it. A lot of movie stars are barred from entering Russia.
Not good news at all. It's the weather that freaks me out. Like here in Montreal, Pat mentioned it. You can smell the smoke in the air today. You go outside.
It was a man in Base Guy, and the fires are really bad. And somewhere in Quebec, it's going to bring a lot of fires in British Columbia too. next week because really hot weather is headed for British Columbia.
We have
I
breaking news
love
here.
British Columbia. I love Vancouver. I love Victoria Island. There are beautiful places.
That's
I was
right.
there in
Stefan,
1993.
you went in 1993, did you say?
Yes, to Vancouver and to Victoria Island by Greyhound. I traveled there by Greyhound from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada.
I think we talked about that
And-
before, that I was in Vancouver Island in 1994.
Yes,
I went to Vancouver
we
Island.
missed each other.
We just missed each other.
It was close.
Now there's some stuff on the internet, so it must be true. It says BYB podcast says Frankie was attacked by a pigeon.
I wasn't attacked by a pigeon at all.
You were, weren't you?
It's just it
Pigeon
says it's a
like-
corn
like-
pigeon. I said corn, Larry. You guys having fun today on the show?
Yes,
Yes,
it's pretty cool.
I wasn't attacked by any birds at all.
No pigeon attacked you. A vicious pigeon.
No, none of that.
I've been attacked by a red-winged blackbird before. They fly down and try and hit your head with their claws. They're very protective when they're nesting.
Yes.
I used to live there. So Monica used to live there. I went to Vancouver Island, and I have a friend that lives there. She's coming to visit me in a couple of weeks. I grew up with her. She lives on Vancouver Island. It's a beautiful place. That's where they filmed,
You could even meet her in person.
for sure. And you know the Ewok scene in Return of the Jedi?
That means you could even film her. Then you'll post it on Base Guy's show.
Return of the Jedi, the speeder bike Ewok scene was filmed on Vancouver Island.
Yes,
So if
it
you-
was.
So if you want to know what it looks like, just go Google Ewoks Return of the Jedi.
I like the Parliament building. It's beautiful.
So we said, Frankie, the contractor, canceled me again. He forgot that everything closes on Friday for St. Jean. That's what Monica's saying.
Everything closes on Saturday for St. Jean because on Monday, government workers take their day off.
And no fireworks. It's been in the newspaper. There's no
That's
fireworks
cool.
allowed
That's cool.
in Quebec.
Cool.
I don't
Because
like
Quebec
fireworks.
New rule because of the fires. That means British Columbia is going to add a new rule too.
What about cats and dogs? Do you think they like fireworks?
No, at all.
And not just cats and
if
dogs.
If it's Victory Day in Russia, and since the Siberia fires, they had to ban fireworks in Siberia too.
Amazing. So I'm going to let Frankie and Stefan talk to each other for a minute.
Yes. We were talking, Frankie, what will be the winter like in Slovakia or former Czechoslovakia? Do you know? What will it be warmer or cold?
I found that social media is going backwards every country in the world. North America and South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania. Russia's going backwards. Russia's going back to the communist state again.
Russians, they go even further than the Russian communist state. I don't know where they are going, but they go very further, and they will probably never come back. They are so stupid.
That means Russia's adding a lot of restrictions now because of the war.
Yes, I would tell you what they should do, but it would be not very nice word, so I rather keep quiet.
I'll say it. Skurvysin drang sovietski. That's a very Skurvysin drang sovietski.
Yes, it's Polish. It's Polish.
It's Polish. And because you're sick and not feeling well, I hope you get better soon, Stefan. I know in Eastern European countries, when you sneeze or get sick or something, nastrovia.
Yes. Thank you.
Over
Nastrovia is
Eastern
like,
Russia's Eastern European country. It's near the Asia border. It's getting really, really strict. No McDonald's allowed, no KFC, no Burger King, no Dairy Queen. None of that allowed in Russia. No fast food places, no all Samsung, no LG, no Toshiba, none of that allowed in Russia.
But you know what? I think they like it that way. The most population of Russia likes it that way. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't vote Putin, and they would vote for different people. But I think like 75% of Russians voted for Putin. So they are. I don't know what. I'm not going to say bad words, but I mean. That's not fault of Putin. This is decision of almost the whole Russian nation. So, if they didn't like him, if they didn't want the war in Ukraine, they would vote different people. But they decided, not Putin. Putin is just a figure, just finger puppet. But these are all. These are.
That means Dubai has a lot of restrictions. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Qatar. They have a lot of internet restrictions over there.
Yes, well, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, they are very strict. My friend Anne was there for holiday. She had holidays there, and she said she likes it there. She loves it there. That everything is clean, and nice pools, nice hotels. So she liked it there. But I don't think I would like to go to Saudi Arabia or Qatar. I would rather go to Canada or maybe USA. Not even USA. I would rather go probably to Canada.
I want to know, what is Saudi Arabia like?
So I don't know. If I am thinking about it, I think there are a lot of rich people and nice cars and nice roads, nice hotels, nice houses because they are a rich nation. But I think
that means Saudi Arabia and Russia and Kazakhstan, and they're not friends of Canada at all.
I don't know. But I don't know who is now friend with who because, for example, now the Modi, the Indian Prime Minister is in the USA, and he is friend with Russia as well. So who is friend with who now? You know what I mean?
That means Russia cut everything off from America. Russia does not like West at all.
No, they don't. You are right. No, they don't. I think they wanted to become part of NATO, but Western countries and the USA decided not to accept them, and now they are like small kids who don't have their toy. They are crying and they are kicking themselves on the ground.
North Korea is totally isolated from the rest of the world. North Korea is not allowed to know about the outside world at all.
Yes, and they want to have nuclear weapons, so that's a dangerous situation. That's very dangerous because they want to defend themselves, the communist regime, and the people have almost nothing to eat there. They starve in North Korea. So what is the life all about if you starve and you have no food? I don't think people are satisfied there.
That
So
means
Frankie, Monica's saying that her neighbors are firemen and they're going to have fireworks on St. Jean Baptiste. So nothing is stopping them. Yeah, like animals don't like fireworks. They don't like. What's that,
Monica,
Frankie?
that's funny.
Dogs is one of them. The dogs bark.
I'm trying to watch The Price is Right. Get out of here.
I found out there's a lot of clowns and trolls on the internet these days.
Yes, there are people who want to hurt you and don't want to help you.
Someone here said that they just it was BYB. Podcast says that they sent $5,000 check to Frankie to open up the chill zone.
It's not true. It's not true.
Hey, everybody, happy Friday. I love your t-shirt. Thank you, Frankie. Hey, you can get a t-shirt on bassguyshow.com. Monica got one. I really appreciate it, Monica.
Yes. And some other stuff.
So we got Sky of the Universe. We have Jesse James, saying Frankie McDonald for 2024. Will you run for president, Frankie?
I can't run for president because I'm a Canadian citizen.
Can you run for prime minister?
You can be prime minister. Canadian prime minister.
Let me tell a short story here. You can actually get far with these popular votes things. There's a huge, massive, I think it's a Canadian ship in the Arctic. It's a research vessel worth like $1 billion. And they asked the public to vote for this ship. And the public voted Bodie McBoatface. So when you saw that...
that cast question?
What about
Or you
where?
can be premier of Nova Scotia, Frankie. You can be premier.
That means he said can you date girls well under 20 in Saudi Arabia, Frankie. Not true, RP, not true, RP, not true.
People are making jokes, eh, Frankie? It's good to have jokes, but not at the expense of not to hurt other people. We don't want to hurt anyone.
Yes, yes.
So it's Friday, which is awesome. It's hot, which is awesome. Everything's on fire and there's war, which is not awesome. And tomorrow is Saint Jean Baptiste Day. And then what's on July 1st?
July 1st is there is Independence Day. Pretty soon there is going to be
It's Canada Day.
Independence Day in the USA, 4th of July, I think.
Yeah,
4th of July.
Stefan, it's Canada Day on the 1st and
Okay,
Independence Day
so
on the
we are
4th.
close to Independence Day.
And Quebec, so they all have their holidays next to each other, so they can all fight it out. You know, like
Yes,
the dumpster at
they
the
can
Couche-Tard.
fight with each other. People
Let's
need
all
to
get
fight
along.
because they're full of energy. They
Oh,
want.
and Stefan, on the solstice, we had Indigenous Day. Remember we were
I
talking
know
about
we were
Oka?
talking about indigenous people, and it was Indigenous Day, so it was pretty cool.
So we have Indigenous Day, Quebec Day, Canada Day, and America Day all at the same time, basically. Frankie and Stefan, everybody on the chat board, please tell me what your plans are for summer. Are you doing anything special?
On July 14th, 15th, 16th. I got something to say. If somebody turned to host in a nightclub, when a guy comes home and say, there's a bouncer at the door.
Say, turn down the music.
Then the police will show up and go,
Sir, is this a residential or commercial area?
it's essential.
Do you have a permit for this?
No.
You're coming with us. You're under arrest. Guy goes to jail. So there's a lot of
Again,
holidays.
not now, not this time.
Yeah, not this time. Here we say
Not this
Jesse
time,
James-
please. I was there already.
under Frankie's leadership, there will be free whistling dogs for every Canadian.
Yes,
Free whistle dogs.
yes. In summer, you know what? In summer, I am going to be at home. My sister was supposed to go in summer to Croatia, but she changed her mind. So I will be just at home. And if I am not sick, then I will go swimming, or I will go. Every day I go walking with Pupcha, with my dog, female dog. So these
gonna
are my
say, yeah.
plans, and then find a second job because I have only part-time job. So I will look for another job pretty soon. I've got some offers, but I had to cease that because I'm sick now, on sick leave at home. So pretty soon, like in 1 week, I will be looking for another job or another part-time job, and it depends what kind of job I find. What are my plans for this summer? I hope this summer will be beautiful.
And Frankie, what would you like to do for your summer? What do you do on your weekend, for example? What do you do Friday, Saturday night?
Karaoke, Phil Kassouf Saturday nights.
My father sings karaoke. He plays it on his computer. I gave him my older computer, and he has speakers, and he sings. My father is like your father. He sings very, very nicely, and he plays piano and he plays guitar. He taught me how to play guitar. My father is like your father, and your father is Frank. And my father, and you are Frankie, and my father is Stefan, and I'm Stefan too. So, too many similarities.
Amazing. And
Yes.
let's see, what are people saying on the chat wall, Stefan and Frankie? What are people doing for their holidays while I edit
Yes.
this?
What?
What are people saying? Imagine Frankie and Stefan. Imagine Frankie's. I can't see because the thing's in the way of the chat, so I got too many buttons here. It would be amazing if Frankie went to Slovakia one day.
Yes, you are welcome.
Everyone in Russia.
Yes, come visit Banska Bystrica. I will show you all around. I will be a tourist guide.
In India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria.
You're going to go to every country in the whole world, Frankie.
That
Even
will cost,
Antarctica, the space station.
How would you
will
start
cost a
your
lot of money. That
How
will
would you
cost a
start
lot
your
of
show? How would you start your show, Frankie? What would you do first?
Done, and you gotta work on it.
Music and loud clapping, and you do dances on stage. And you'd have a translator in every country.
Translate. I will be your tourist guide in Banska Bystrica.
Definitely have to know the laws in different countries.
Hey, Frankie, if you go to Slovakia, Stefan is actually an English teacher in Slovakia. He could be official translator for you in Slovakia.
Yes.
What about Russian guy?
Let's try it.
For Russia.
Let's try it now, Frankie. This is good practice.
You want to go to Russia as well?
Stefan, Frankie, just wait 1 second. Guys, wait 2 seconds. Let's try it now. Frankie, say something about who you are, and then Stefan will translate it into Slovakian.
I'm Frankie McDonald.
Ja som Frankie McDonald.
Tell us more stuff, Frankie. What's the weather in today?
It's hot outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Je horúco vonka v Sydney, Novej Scotii v Kanade.
See, we could send this, and I'm going to clip this and make it a clip and put it in Slovakian. This is a Bass Guy show, and today's guests are Frankie McDonald and Stefan in Slovakia.
Dnešní hostia sú Frankie McDonald a Štefan zo Slovenska.
So there you go. That's what it'd be like if you had a translator, Frankie.
What about Japanese translator when you go to Japan?
Well, when I was in Thunder Bay, I studied at Confederation College there, and I had some Japanese co-students, and they taught me how to write their signs. It was beautiful, and there were like 2 or 3 Japanese guys in my class, and they were pretty cool. They were nice guys. They had car. They even drove me one, and there was like two guys and one girl. And they like drove me with their car. I think it was Nissan or a very sporty car. So they were pretty nice to me. I liked it.
So we have Pat Dixon saying, I'm coming to the lunar eclipse with Gino Frankie, April 9th, 2024.
April 8th, 2024.
And Jesse James is saying it's cold and rainy in western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then he says that Pat isn't allowed to leave Tennessee because he's on patrol. So we can't go on forever, but it's great to talk to you guys. And maybe next time we'll invite Pat and Stefan and Frankie.
Dovidenia. Dovidenia. See you later.
Dobranoc. Do widzenia.
Dobrú noc.
One day, your friend Soft Cop could be guest on Bass Guy one day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
we'll get back into
cool
it again.
Idea.
So we're going to play some more music. Frankie, sign us off, please.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Show. And see you next week on the Canada Day edition of Bass Guy Show on Friday, June 30th.
Slava Ukraini. Herojom
Slava Ukrainia. Cześć. Z Bogiem. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Frankie McDonald and Stefan in Slovakia. Okay, turn everything off. And I think everything is working, yeah. So there is the Oka Ferry, okay? That's the ferry where you can go over the Lake of Two Mountains. Here we're on the western tip of the West Island in St. Anna Bellevue. And you can go to First Nation territory over there, and you can go camping there. It's quite nice. You can see the water tower in St. Anne's from there. That's me, the little kid, and my father's in the middle. And the guy on the railing I've never seen again before is Uncle Ronnie. You know, everyone has that uncle, right? I'm one of them myself. So it's just a little boat, and that's 1978. I think I was 4 years old, or somewhere around there, 78, 79. So that's the ferry back then. And what was the Polish thing? I forget. But so yeah, there's the ferry today. That's a photograph I took in Katowice in Poland. I used to live in Poland, and that's me in Poland with my bass. That bass I still have in my room. I've never gave or sold the bass away in my life. That bass has been in India, Africa, Poland, I'm back here again, and there's me when I weighed 12 pounds, and I'm hanging out in, just hanging out in Poland. I'll tell you why I'm showing you these photos later. It should make sense later.
Was something that you didn't hear all the time. Of course, when you went to a concert, you gave it your full attention because you almost never heard music. I mean, now it's like music is everywhere. There's music in the elevator, there's music in the shopping mall, there's music on the radio, there's music on all the TV commercials, and people are a little bit numb to music now, I think. Our thing, if you don't completely listen to it with your full attention, like on headphones or really, really loud on your stereo, you just simply aren't going to hear it.
whatever surrounds you. That's the entry point into the present moment, a very easy entry point into a present moment awareness. Some people may call it mindfulness, is to become more aware of whatever surrounds you here and now. What is the present moment? Where is it? What does it even mean to become aware of the present moment? And the first thing, of course, is that you become aware of whatever surrounds you. That's the entry point into the present moment, a very easy entry point into a present moment awareness. Some people may call it mindfulness, is to become more aware of whatever surrounds you here and now. What is the present moment? Where is it? What does it even mean to become aware of the present moment? And the first thing, of course, is that you become aware of
how long it takes to grow up. Because what is, from beginning to the end, it can never change. Because if you even adapt things later out, you don't filter right out. So we're just Rasta from creation, you know. It's not an easy thing to explain in an educated standard, and you still have people who can do it. But it's a common sense, man. That means when we explain things, we explain it in a very simple way. That means if I explain it to a baby,
and the living's easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. You'll spread your wings to the sky. Nothing can harm you. We're Daddy and Mama standing by. Summertime and the living's easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush now, baby, don't you cry.
How long it takes to grow up? 'Cause what is what is. How long it takes to grow up?
You make it sound so simple, and I'm sure it was a lot of work and a lot of inspiration. Billy, you've described jazz somewhat as being a good feeling. Do you have any particular recordings of your own that had that good feeling when you made them?
Yeah. I don't like very many of my records though, because there's always something I should have did, some note I should have been, some word I should have said. I should have slowed down or went faster. But I like other people's records, Duke Ellington, I'm crazy about Ella and Louis Armstrong.
You make it sound so simple, and I'm sure it was a lot of work and a lot of inspiration. Billy, you've described jazz somewhat as being a good feeling. Do you have any particular recordings of your own that had this good feeling when you made them?
Yeah.
this, let's say 50 years ago, when music still was something that you didn't hear all the time. Of course, when you went to a concert, you gave it your full attention because you almost never heard music. I mean, now it's like music is everywhere. I mean, there's music in the elevator, there's music in the shopping mall, there's music on the radio, there's music on all the TV commercials, and people are a little bit numb to music now, I think. Our thing, if you don't completely listen to it with your full attention, like on headphones or really, really loud on your stereo, you just simply aren't going to hear it.
Now we're going to move on to some show and tell.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
So there you go, there's a little bit of music. Okay, I'll shut up now and do this day today. It is International Widow's Day or Pink Day. So if you want to wear pink, you can do that. On this day today, June 23rd, 1940, Hitler visits Paris with some architect or some whole bunch of assholes, basically. And that's that famous photos that you can see of Hitler. Total jerk. 1969, 2023, IBM announces that it will price its hardware and software separately, thus creating the modern software industry. So they separated their software and their hardware. Yeah, baby. And if you think about Space Odyssey 2001, they had the AI, the red eye. It was HAL. And HAL is, each letter is before IBM. So HIAB, so, and LM. So HAL is all one letter before IBM. So HAL, that's where the name came from. In 2016, in the UK votes to leave the European Union, which I know Stefan doesn't like because he likes the European Union. I was living in Europe when we became part and the euro and all that stuff. In 2018, this is kind of spooky, the 12 boys and a coach, so you shouldn't always listen to your coach, from a soccer team in Thailand were trapped in a cave. Everybody remembers that story on the news. There was 12 boys and a coach trapped inside a cave that flooded, and they didn't know how to get them out, and they did something like that. This happens at the same time that sub just went missing, that the whole world's talking about, and that whole scenario is kind of like the boy down the well scenario. They're down there, and it captures the imagination of the world. Unfortunately, the sub one was a bad ending. I'm going to turn down that. There you go. Probably sounds better now. It's so hard doing this without headphones too. You might hear the music loud, but I hear it at talking volume. Can't go louder than talking volume for the neighbors and for feedback. In 2018, I thought this was cool. No, this is births. In 1711, Giovanni Guadagnini was an Italian music maker. He was born in 1711. If you can get any of his violins, they're worth millions. 1894, which is this one? Yeah, 1894, King Edward VII, King of England, was born. And then in 1975, that's Katie Tunstall, a Scottish singer. She was born today. On happy birthday to Edward, Katie Tunstall, and Giovanni Guadagnini. Almost done. Deaths in the year 79. That's like at least 10 years ago. In the year 79, Vespasian, the Roman emperor, died. It is Father's Day in Poland. That's why I was showing the photos of me in Poland before. I looked through a whole stack of photos before the show, like 1,000. I couldn't find them, like real life photos. I don't know if you know, there's this thing called real life photography where you can there's a picture of me in Poland. Just walking down the street in Poland, and I've got a lot of family photographs, a couple hundred of old stuff, even from like 1890 and stuff. So it is Father's Day. 100 lat, tata. They say tata. And I lived in Poland, and I had like a father figure, and his name was Joseph. He passed away, and I would like to dedicate, some peace and love to him. He was a really good father. He couldn't speak a word of English, and I couldn't speak Polish, so I learned a bit of Polish. Tak, to jest prawda bardzo fajnie. Moje imię jest Jacek. Rozumiem, rozumiesz. To jest dobrze, bardzo fajnie. To jest a bass guy show. Bassowa gitara, Kanadczykiem, a bass guy. And moje czerwony jest samochód, jest czerwony. And skurwysyn ręk sowiecki, as we said before. So happy Father's Day. There's some Polish in Poland. They also have name day in Europe. They have, like, if your name is Monica, you have a special day for all the Monicas. They have name day. Pretty cool. You get cake and a drink and stuff. And I forget where I am and how I'm doing this. It's Public Service Day. Here's the last one. United Nations Public Service Day. So there you go. There's this day today, show and tell.
Doesn't matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
Hey everybody, just wanted to give a nice, beautiful thank you to Sock Cop from Mobile, Alabama. Sent me this beautiful package. This is from Sock Cop, one of my favorite YouTubers. Sent me a card here. I tipped him on his show. I'm going to tip him again soon. And sent me this cool little card here. Thanks for being a friend. And when you open it up here, show you what's inside. Nice personalized writing from him. It says here, Pat, thanks so much for all the support, my friend. Hope all is well in Canada. Your pal, Sock Cop. Try to do a Sock Cop accent there. This is the envelope. Nice little fern. What is this? The vern plant. Nice little vern plant and some stickers.
Fern
as well. I'm trying to take these off safely. I put one up here on my work computer. And we got a ticket from Sock Cop. A warning, you was going a little fast back there. Sock Cop, don't be speeding. I'll be careful, Sock. But I gotta admit, I like your ticket, so I might speed again. At least virtually online. You know what I mean? And smooches for yous. Beautiful little sticker here as well. So thanks a lot, Sock Cop. Love you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You just watched yourself a Bass Guy show. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we've covered everything. Make sure we got all the right buttons and stuff like that. This is episode 1562 of A Bass Guy Show, June 23rd, 2023. Happy St. Jean-Baptiste Day. Happy Canada Day. Happy Independence Day. Happy Indigenous Day. And be safe. Don't use fireworks and all of that kind of stuff. And we'll see you at the same time. We'll actually see you Wednesday. I think I'm doing a Wednesday night show now. Wednesday night, around 8 or 9 o'clock. Who cares, right? If you want to help out the show, I super would appreciate it. People used to help out, and something happened in the world, and it's just like gone from 90% support to about 2.5%. And I put my life into this. It's a lot of work, and I have spinal damage, and I'm in pain. So if you could help, it would. Anyway, you don't have to. Today's show is brought to you by. Just a second. There's someone at my frickin' window. 1 second. Ah, so rude. Man. Doing something at the window here.
Got the mayonnaise with the bus in the background. Oh, they're going down there!
Oh, sorry about the interruption, everybody. We're back now. I think everything's working. I could buy 100 cups of coffee. No, I would need more. 7. Thinking is hard. Man. Imagine thinking all this stuff and you don't even know about it because I'm not even moving my lips. These thoughts are just in my mind. In my brain. Your own path is the best. The more you know, the less the better. Cheese sandwich. I could make food in my brain. Oh, cool. Okay, cheeseburger, 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 Coke. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have some fries with that. Thanks, Larry. Wow, cool. It's like I'm inside my own cafe. Hey, there's an idea. I could have my own cafe and call it Casey's Cafe. I'm thinking without moving my lips. Wonder why. Did you enjoy this video? Well, then
check out my website.
Over here.
And you can also
click over here to check out a cool video. And to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, click here. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.